sir. We should start with the first presentation. And this is a presentation where many of the cities would be very interested to listen to because they are all struggling segregation. And I welcome the organization TrashCon and Ms. Niveda to speak about this in a very short 5 minutes. I'm sorry, I'll be a very strict timekeeper. We also want to keep time for questions. So Niveda, over to you, 5 to 7 minutes max.
Thank you so much, and good morning, everyone. I hope I'm audible.
Yes.
Good morning, everyone. This is Niveda, and at TrashCon, we have come up with solutions to solve two major problems. Can we go to the next slide, please? So the two major problems are plastics are everywhere, but we are not able to recover it because 90% of plastics which is ending up in the landfills or the oceans are mixed with food waste, diapers, sanitary napkin, metals. And even if you try to manually segregate it, like many speakers told before, it is not only expensive and not scalable, but it is equivalent to, literally putting people to inhuman, practice. The second part is even if we do sort it and, recover the plastics, 70% plastics are non-recyclable, which is called multi-layered plastics, like your chips packets, your wrappers, your whatever packaging material that we are using. And that has to be sent to a cement plant, which is 400 kilometers away at 9 rupees a kg, which is actually at least solving the problem that it is not going to the landfill. But again, the government has to bleed money continuously in this entire process. Can we go next? So again, the existing solutions are burning it in the cement plants, and the best possible segregation that we have come up with is a conveyor belt where women are on both the sides and picking out the plastics. And the third part is the non-recyclable material is mixed with a chemical resin and made into a product, which is again non-recyclable. So can we go to the next slide? So the limitations of this is it's expensive. The municipality has to keep bleeding. It's not an end-to-end solution, and it is not scalable to hundreds of tons of waste. That is what we require. Can we go to the next slide? So at TrashCon, we wanted to make a solution that is scalable, sustainable, cost-effective, and profitable. So for the first time ever, we are talking about making money.
Niveda, you're going too fast. That's what audience are saying. Thoda slow, koi problem nahi.
Okay.
Important message to share. Okay, go a little slow.
Sure. So we wanted to make a solution that is scalable, sustainable, cost-effective, but most importantly, profitable, because we want to ensure that municipalities make money from waste instead of spending on waste. How do we do it? Next slide. So TrashCon built the world's first completely automated sorting unit called TrashBot, which can take unsegregated waste from anywhere with any moisture content and segregate it into wet, dry, and metals, which can then be segregated into high value and low value plastics. This is 85% efficiency guaranteed at all situations. It's semi-automated, it is compact, it is modular, and most important, it is idiot-proof, because we understand that the person who is handling it is not you and me. It is an unskilled labor who is generally drunk. So this system can be fit in any village, any town, any city in India, and we are now across 5 states. It's a patented solution awarded by the Prime Minister of India. Can we go next? The entire solution solves 88% cost savings for an urban local body because they don't have to really dump waste, and is available in a varies scales from 2 tons per day to 100 tons a day. And the recovery of plastics in this case is only 1.5 rupees per kg as compared to a manual separation of 7 to 8 rupees per kg. Can we go next? So the second solution is that, can we go next? Yeah, so the second solution is the multi-layered plastics is converted to something called recycled sheets. These are similar to plywood and particle board, which can be used for your benches, desks, tables, chairs, bathrooms, anywhere where you're using furniture, you can use this. But the best part is we don't add any chemicals in the entire process. We don't use water in the entire process. We don't add any raw material. So what does it mean? The output product can be recycled again and again and again for 13 to 15 times. Through that, we are realizing circular economy to the fullest. And of course, your margins are much, much higher. Can we go next? The payback period of this recycling solution is only 2.5 years for an urban local body. And the best part, the urban local body can sell its boards back to TrashCon. So TrashCon buys back the boards, thus giving the urban local body a steady revenue for all its operations. And if you see, there are some tables and chairs and book racks and things mentioned on the screen. All these are made from the plastics from the streets. So these are being sold on Amazon. We're selling it to furniture makers and retailers across India. Can we go next? And how do we work with the urban local body? Two ways. We sell the entire equipment. They can procure the equipment and the technology from us, and we buy back the boards, thus giving them a steady source of revenue and ensuring sustainable operation. The second part, the urban local body can procure the technology, but Trashcon can run the operations for it, and the urban local body gets 75% of the profits while Trashcon takes 25%. Can we go to the next slide? So in all the various scales that you're seeing here, our payback period is only 2 years with a margin of 35% for the urban local body year on year. So an urban local body investing in this project can get 5x returns in 15 years. Can we go to the next slide? In fact, the entire system is so neat that you can sit next to it and eat your food. That's how beautifully neat the entire system is. Can we go next? In fact, we wanted to show a case study where we made 24 villages zero waste overnight. What you see there is before, and this is the after picture of the same village. And from the plastics recovered from this village, we made toilets. Next slide. Next slide. We made benches and desks for nearly 3,000 government school kids in 5 districts from the plastics. Can we go to the next slide? And not just in this place, we are now across 5 states, like I told you, showing some of our installations in Calcutta. Next slide. Next slide. In Bangalore, next slide. In Kakinada, next slide. In Gujarat, next slide. And across 5 states, and we are currently processing 25,000 tons of waste, and not just in India, we are working with UK government, World Bank, International Red Cross Society, and I'm 90% repeat customers from urban local bodies. Next slide. We have a team of 50 engineers who left plush jobs to solve this problem from scratch, a complete made in India solution with advisors from Head of Health, Tata Power, to name a few. Can we go next slide? We have been awarded by the Prime Minister and Trade Minister of Norway, by the Prime Minister of India, by the United Nations Deputy Secretary General. Next slide. Next slide. We have been given letter of appreciation by the Prime Minister. Next slide. And we have won globally multiple times. Next slide. And have been covered in almost 150 plus media publications globally. Next slide. Next slide. But the end product, end vision is that all this could not have been possible without passionate leaders such as you. But we are doing all this because we have a vision. We have a vision that 20 years down the lane, when I am telling a story to my daughter saying, Beta, once upon a time there was trash. And my daughter says, Mama, what is trash? And that is our vision. We have built the technology and we have shown it working across various places, but we cannot make this happen without your support. We look forward to joining hands with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Niveda. The technology is not keeping pace with your energy and speed. So thank you very much for bringing this. Just to what Niveda did is introduced to us as city practitioners 2 very simple, elegant innovations. One is called a segregator, which segregates the waste, called TrashBot, and the other one is where after segregation the plastics are converted to boards, which are environmentally sustainable, which can be used for a variety of applications. We will reach out to her later. We will have a little bit of discussions later. But thank you very much for the presentation.
Thank you so much.
The next.
Prasachari, before we go to the next one, there were 2 questions on the chat box. Maybe we can just quickly finish that and go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So quickly, Niveda, there's a question here from Mr. Ade Mustafa. He wants to know what is the energy input required? What kind of energy source and what is the energy input required?
So the trash pots work only on electricity, that too only a 15 HP electricity. The entire monthly consumption of electricity is not more than 3,000 to 4,000 rupees. That's it.
Okay, there is one more question from Ms. Harini Priya, and she wants to know that how does TrashCon help in handling a plastic which has been used multiple times already? So it's already degraded. So how do you TrashCon address that?
So the technology is made in such a way that even plastic which is few years old, we have also made solutions where we have reclaimed plastics from the landfills, which have been used again and again and maybe few decades old, can be recovered and recycled using this technology. So it was made for the worst form of plastics, not for the plastic that anybody else can use. It's for plastic which nobody else can use. So that's how the technology is made. So yes, it can handle plastics that have been used multiple times.
Thank you so much. And please stay on. We'll go to the next session.